Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't post on here a lot because I'm too lazy to do long form videos because I don't like editing. So if you're on here, go check out my TikTok because I don't post a lot of content on here. And if you're here from my TikTok, welcome to my YouTube. This was a highly requested video from my TikTok comments from one of the videos I previously posted. A lot of people asked me to do a video on how to start the stretching journey. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be giving you guys like the do's, the don'ts, where to start, things that I've learned through my journey, things that I've experienced while stretching my ears. If you do see me looking over here, it is because I have all my stuff written on my iPad so that I don't forget anything for you guys. Let's go get into the video. So, before I even get into explaining the stretching process, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys is do your research. Doing research is so crucial before making decisions, especially regarding to body mods. Stretching your ears is kind of hit or miss with permanence depending on how large you want to go or how small you want to stay. I love giving people advice for ear stretching because I'm 2.5 years into my ear stretching journey. I have a lot more that I want to do with my ears, but my first recommendation is always seek for like more professional advice, specifically like piercers, body modification artists. There are people who do that as their job. Also, just looking at multiple sources is a good thing as well because everybody's ear stretching experience is different, so it's good to hear everyone's perspective to make sure that you're ready and mentally prepared for what could possibly happen, because this is literally altering the way that your body is. So make sure you're educated, make sure you're doing your research. Don't start things without doing research because that's how problems arise. With us talking about problems that come with stretching your ears, the first thing, before I even get into explaining anything about starting the stretching process, is blowouts. Make sure you do your research on blowouts. I'm just giving you guys a little like overview of it because it is an important factor and it's good to know the consequences of not doing this properly. So that's why I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Blowouts can happen basically at any time, which is kind of sad to say, but again, this is a body modification, so there are dangers that come with altering the way your body is. Basically what a blowout is where your earlobes have some form of tearing, bleeding, infection, anything along those lines. Irritation can cause blowouts. Wearing certain jewelry can cause it. Stretching too fast can cause it. I forgot to add this earlier, but make sure you're waiting 4 months at least between stretches to ensure that you're not going to cause a blowout. A million different things can cause blowouts. I will tell you, blowouts are not pretty and they are very painful and very, very hard to deal with because when you get a blowout, you have to completely start over that size or take them out. If you get a blowout, there is no going back from a blowout. That scar tissue's in there. You can't fix it. You can do things to lessen it, but it's not gonna go away. My blowout that I had was when I was going from 12 millimeter to 14 millimeter because I was rushing and I did not wait for my ears to fully heal. And when I put the jewelry in, basically what happened immediately after I put the jewelry into my ears, because I forced the jewelry in, my earlobes started getting micro tears all around the top sections of my earlobes where the holes are. They started bleeding. They were super, super tender, very irritated, pus. Thankfully, because I knew how to properly take care of them, I did get it handled. But I did have to size down, size back down from that stretch, because if you don't, you will get this magical thing called cat butthole ears, where the scar tissue inside of your earlobe, basically what it does because of the tearing inside of the circle, it shrivels all of the skin up from the scar tissue and it looks really, really icky. It's just overall not fun to deal with, which is why I'm going to be telling you guys what not to do, because if you don't do this properly, this is what's going to happen, and it's just not going to be fun at all, and it does dampen the process a lot. A lot of people's first instinct, because of how popular the method is people go to tapers. The first thing I'm going to say is do not, I repeat, do not ever use tapers while you are stretching your ears. And the reason I cannot stress this enough is because of the damage and trauma that tapers do to your earlobes. The amount of blowouts people get from tapers. Don't even think about it. If you've already started that, I'm going to give you other methods of stretching in a little bit. Please just stay away from tapers. I was a victim of tapers when I first started stretching because I did not do my research and I chose to be dumb and start shoving big plastic tubes through my ears and then shoving the jewelry in and hoping that it would not get infected and close up when I pushed it in. Evidence of that, by the way. Don't use tapers. Now starting with actual good stretching methods that are recommended by professionals and by people who, like me, have their ears stretched. The best method to start with for stretching your ears is called dead stretching, which basically what dead stretching is where you go up by like a certain amount of millimeter increments to ensure that you're not stretching too fast. With dead stretching, because you're going gauge by gauge and not jumping sizes, because jumping sizes is another thing that gives you blowouts. It's way healthier. Your ears are going to heal faster. It's a lot simpler of a process. It's not painful. None of this should be painful. When you begin to push the larger size into your ear, it should not hurt. If your ear is fighting back, don't force it because, again, that's just going to cause damage. You don't want to do too much to your ears. You don't want to cause extra irritation because it's already going to be like tender and a little bit sore afterwards. The way I started my dead stretching method was by using medical tape on the plugs that I had already had because at the time I wasn't working. So what I did was I took my plugs that I had already in my ears once they had healed from them stretching. I would take medical tape and I would cut small strips of it out, and every 2 to 3 days after massaging and like taking care of my ears, cleaning them and everything, I would slowly put small pieces of tape around and then push it in my ear to see if my ear would adjust to it, which is basically painless. It's the same thing as dead stretching, except it's even slower. You do have to change the tape out because it does get dirty. Your ears do produce a lot of oils and dirt and stuff like that. If you do want to take it extra slow, it works for basically any size. Now that we have talked about ways that you can stretch your ears, I wanted to talk about what to do in the process of stretching them. It is very important to use lubricants, moisturizer, stuff like that to make sure that you keep your earlobes hydrated, keep the blood flowing, as well as aftercare after stretching because it is very, very important. Can't stress that enough either. The main thing for oils and stretching balms that I want to say is do not use random oils that you have at home. It is best to get stuff that is specialized for skin and like body modifications. A lot of websites and other like piercing places will have stuff that they can sell to you for you to use for that stuff. Just because I wanted to give you guys a few examples, I brought the stuff that I use. This is my ear stretch balm that I was talking about. It's by Base Laboratories. They have TikTok and Instagram if you want to check them out. The other thing that I use the most is this oil that is made for skin. It is all natural. I don't really know what it actually is, but my boyfriend's mom got this for me at a farmer's market. It helps with any irritation. If your skin's extremely dry, it's so helpful to use like natural oils that are meant for skins. So I use this a lot in my ears, not just for stretching, but also just aftercare in general. It is so important to keep your ears hydrated. The other thing I was gonna say about jewelry is to make sure that you buy jewelry cleaner. Do not put dirty jewelry in your ears. Buy piercing cleaner. They have it in sprays, they have it in soak, like stuff you can soak your jewelry in. For like the cleaning and aftercare, do not ever use alcohol or peroxide. Always use saline solution or something a professional piercer that is made for piercings gives you. Don't put dirty jewelry in your ears. Don't not clean your ears, and make sure that you're taking care of them by moisturizing and massaging them. I I will also be making a list of more tips that I will be putting into the description for you guys, just because I don't want this video to be excessively long. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, comments are below. I love feedback. If you guys think I forgot anything, put it down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be making more content about my ear stretching, and also I might be doing some more makeup videos soon. I don't know yet. I'm kind of feeling out my YouTube a little bit right now. My TikTok is my main platform, so if you do want to see more of me, go check me out there. If you're already from there and you came here from there, I hope you guys enjoyed my YouTube. Yeah, I love you guys. Bye.